Hi everyone, it's Gelsina. Welcome to my page. Today we're doing a 25-minute full body Pilates. Let's begin in a comfortable seated position with our spine tall. Close the eyes and take a few deep breaths here. Notice if there's any sounds around you and just be aware. Let's now reach our arms up overhead, and then as you exhale, we'll bring the hands back down, fingertips to the ground. Let's do this a few times. Inhale and exhale. Really feeling the spine elongate. And then we'll take our arms at shoulder height, twist to the right, and bring your right hand to the ground behind you. Look over your shoulder. Come back to center, reach the arms up, and then twist to the left, looking over the left shoulder. Let's do this a few more times. Just incorporating your breathing, beginning to warm up the spine. And then bring the arms back to center, arms at shoulder height, reach out, and we'll do some circles backwards. Continuing to breathe. And then we'll bring our circles forward. And now we'll bend the arms like a cactus and then reach them out, keeping your fingers pointing and your arms strong here. Just keep breathing through the nose. Then keeping your arms at cactus shape, we'll just pump the arms 10 times up and up. Noticing where you feel that, and then bring the elbows together and push them out. Trying to keep the arms at shoulder height here. If it feels good for you, you can breathe through the mouth. And then coming back to your cactus arms. We'll just hold here for a moment. And then we'll stretch the arms straight out. Reach over to the right side, reaching your left arm up and over. Breathe through the side body, and then come back to center and go straight to the other side. Let's come back up, and we'll make our way onto our hands and knees. So from hands and knees, let's tuck our toes. And we'll lift the knees up and then down 10 times, breathing. Feeling strong in the arms and hands. And then from here, relax the toes down. We'll reach the right leg back and then pull it into the chest. So we'll do this 10 times. And when you reach the leg out, really elongate and point the toes. After 10 times, we'll hold the leg back and up, flex the toes and the foot, and then we'll pump up with the heel 10 times. Notice where you feel this. And then we'll bring our knee into our chest one more time, lower the leg down, tuck the toes, and we'll do 10 more knee taps just like we did before. You should really start to feel your whole body warm up here. Then relax the toes down, reach your left leg back, and we'll bring it into our chest and push it out behind us 10 times. Really elongating through the toes. Incorporating your breath as you bring the knee in and out. And then holding the leg back, flex the foot, and we'll do 10 pumps up and up with the heel. You should really feel this in your glutes. And then bring the knee into the chest and relax the knee down. Let's tuck the toes and push back to downward dog. Relax the head. I'm just experimenting here, bringing my legs out, my feet out wider, and noticing how that feels. And then coming up on the toes and pushing back on the heels a few times. You could bring your feet closer together if that's more comfortable. And we'll just keep with this motion of shifting up on the toes and pushing back on the heels. Really feeling this all the way through the arms and the backs of the legs. Coming back to your regular down dog, and then lower the knees down, push back to child's pose. From here, we'll come forward onto the forearms, breathe here, and then we'll lift onto our left arm and then our right arm and push back to downward dog. So we'll repeat this a few more times. Lower the knees, child's pose. And then come forward to forearm stand, breathe. Come up on your right hand, your left hand, and push back to downward dog. We'll do this another time. Coming up to forearms, lifting up to plank, and then back to downward dog. From here, walk your arms towards your feet, bend your legs, and let your upper body hang over the lower body. Slowly roll all the way up to standing. Roll the shoulders back a few times. Coming into a standing position. And then we'll step our right leg forward into a high lunge. Reach the arms alongside the ears. Breathe. Let's bring some movement, so just hinge forward at the hips, reach the arms, and then we'll come back to our lunge with a straight back. Let's do this a couple of times. Hinge forward and then back. This time as you hinge forward, let's hold it, and we'll tap our left foot in and back 10 times. Feel free to incorporate your arms here and make sure you're breathing deep. Let's now come to standing on our right leg, and then we'll tap our hands together underneath the left as we tap the left toes down. Reach up and tap 10 times. This is also a balancing pose. And then we'll come back to our lunge position and do 10 more taps of our left foot in and back. Feeling strong here. And then come up and we'll do 10 more taps of our left toes down and up as we reach the arms to tap underneath the leg. Step all the way back to Warrior Two pose. This should feel like a nice release in the hips. Find your breathing here. And then we'll straighten our right leg and reach the right arm up and back. Circle the arms down, lower the back knee, lift the arms, and let's come into just a quick heart opening pose here, breathing. Lower the arms down, and let's step back now into a plank position. So we're going to come into a side plank here. Stacking the feet, keep the hips high, and reach the right arm up. Feel free to stay here, or you can lower your left knee to the ground, raise your right leg up, reach your right arm overhead, and we'll do 10 small circles with our right leg, keeping the leg at hip height. Feel balanced on the hand. And then from here, keep the right leg raised, find your balance, and then we'll just bring our knee and elbow together 10 times, breathing as you reach and bring everything in. Holding everything up and then coming down, push back to downward dog. Take a deep breath. Let's shift forward and lower all the way down and lift up to a cobra pose, taking a deep breath in, lowering back down, and then tuck the toes and lift the hips back to a downward dog. Let's walk the hands towards the feet. Bend the legs. And you can take a hold of opposite elbow here, or maybe bring the arms behind the back and interlace the fingers, really giving the shoulders a stretch here. Let's release the arms, slowly roll up to standing, roll the shoulders back a few times. And we'll come into our series on the other side. So step the left foot forward, have a nice lunge stance. Feel balanced here, and then hinge forward. So we'll do this a few times. Come back to a straight back, hinge forward. And then we'll stay in our hinge and tap the right foot back and forward 10 times, incorporating the arms here, breathing deep, having a nice bend in that left leg. And then after 10 times, keep your balance on your left leg, raise your right knee, reach the arms up, and then tap the hands underneath the right leg and tap the right toes on the ground 10 times. Deep breathing. And then with balance, step back to your high lunge. Tilt forward and then 10 taps with the right foot. After 10 times, stay balanced on your left foot, and we'll do our toe taps here. Breathing deep. Step back with your right leg and come back to your warrior pose on this side. And then we'll straighten the left leg, reach the left arm up and over. Let's circle the hands down. And just like we did the other side, let's come into our side plank. Stack the feet, lift the left arm up. Feel free to stay here with the hips high or lower the right knee down and lift the top leg. We'll do 10 circles forward just like we did the other side. Keeping the leg high, and now let's bring knee and elbow together 10 times. Breathing deep. Great job. Lower down. Let's press back to downward dog and take a breath here. Bring the knees down, push back to child's pose. Find your breath. Let's come up now to sit on the heels, the straight spine. And then from here, let's lift the hips off the feet, reach the arms up, and then we'll sit down on the heels and lift up. So we'll do this several times, incorporating the arms, just breathing as you tap the heels and lift. Great job. Let's stay with the arms up now, and if it's comfortable for you to come into a half camel, just bringing your left hand to your left heel, and then coming back up, and we'll switch sides, breathing into the chest. And then let's come back up and come back to child's pose. From here, let's come forward onto our forearms into a forearm plank. So keep the hips in line with the body. Find your breathing here, and then come up onto your left arm, then your right forearm, and then lower and switch. So we're just working our arms here as fast as you can, lowering the forearms one at a time, and then lifting one at a time. Really find your breathing here. And now let's hold in our plank position. Breathe. Great job. Lower the knees and push back to child's pose. Stretch the arms. Take a deep breath here. And now let's come up and coming to a sitting position. Let's bring the legs out in front of us, bent. Bring the arms forward and slowly roll all the way down onto the spine. Let's keep our legs bent here if we can. Let's keep the knees bent and bring the feet towards one another. Let's lift the head up, and then we'll just tap one foot at a time down. We'll do this 10 times total, keeping the head lifted. And then we'll do a couple extra. Let's now keep both legs bent, and then we'll tap both toes down of the feet and lift up. I'm incorporating my arms here. So with each breath, tapping and bringing the arms down and up. 10 times total. And then from here, let's straighten the legs and the arms and then bring everything in and out 10 times. Really elongating out and squeezing everything in. Should really start to feel your abs here. Let's now come into our bicycles. So 10 times each side, really twisting and breathing. So good. Now we're going to come back to our straight-legged reach outs and ins. 10 times. Class is almost done, so stick with it. Deep breathing. And then reaching, lifting everything out and lower down. Take a deep breath. Keep the legs bent, arms alongside the body. Push into the feet, lift the hips high. Lift your left leg up and we'll lower it down. So as you inhale, point the toe, and as you exhale, flex the foot. 10 times, keeping the hips high. Breathe. And then we'll go right to the other side. Hips high, point and flex. Inhale, exhale. Really pushing into your palms. Lift the hips. And then we'll bring our foot down and lift the hips high. Breathe. And lower all the way down. Really good. Let's now bring the knees into the chest. Release the lower back. And then come up to a seated position with the legs out long. Let's keep our left leg long and bring your right foot inside the thigh. Reach the arms up and fold over the leg. Take some slow, deep breaths here. Begin to allow the heart rate to come back to normal. And then we'll come into a twist, so bringing your right hand to the outside of the left foot or leg, reach the left arm up. Twist and breathe. Come back to center, and now let's come into a twist, bringing our right leg over the left. Bring your right fingertips behind you and twist. Keep the spine tall. Option here to bind the hands. Wherever you are, breathe. Release, and we'll do all of that on the other side. Reaching the arms up, folding over the right leg. Find your breathing here. And then just like we did the other side, let's take our left wrist to the outside of the right leg and reach the right arm up. Let's come back up to center. Bring your left leg over the right and we'll twist, looking over the left shoulder. Option here to bind the hands. Unwind back to center. Let's bend the legs, lift the hips up, and breathe into the chest. Slowly lower the hips down, straighten the legs. And slowly roll all the way onto the spine. To stretch out the hips here, let's bring the bottoms of the feet together so the knees are going outward. And I like to place my hands just on my lower stomach. We'll come into happy baby pose now, so keeping the knees bent, let the knees go outward and grab a hold of the feet. You can take it a little further here by stretching the legs. Feel the stretch in the hips. Come back to center, bring your head towards your knees, and let's straighten the legs out, straighten the arms out. Close the eyes and feel the body against the earth. Allow your bones, your muscles, allow everything to just be heavy. Take this moment just to be here, completely relaxed. Begin to move the arms and legs. Maybe bring the knees to your chest and then roll to one side of your body. And let's slowly come up, just like we began class, in a seated position with our spine tall. Close your eyes here and notice how you feel. Let's now raise the arms up. You can open the eyes and just stretch the fingertips out, imagining all of the positive energy to pour into the body. Let's bring our palms together in front of our heart, and we'll end our class here today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that this 25-minute workout felt great in your body. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Have a beautiful day and see you next time.